Yeah, how we looking? It's 3 minutes past.
I got distracted.
Yeah, I can tell.
Hey, look. Can you take your rig off? Do you like your arm? Can you just take that off?
Yeah.
How?
You mean the plate carrier?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Go, for fuck's sake, man. Go to your armor and just select no armor.
Ah. I thought this was, I thought all your clothing was done in the clothing set. All right. Why you got me like this?
Because it's not clothing, it's equipment. You dumb nut.
Listen. Right here.
Just get cracking, mate. It's 4 past.
Yeah. It counts. All right. Let's do it.
IQ, since this is your boot camp, I will just be your silent partner. I will only intervene if you ask me to or if I see that you're struggling with something.
I'm struggling with something right now. My life. Ozelot.
That is nothing I can help with because I got the same issues, brother.
You can stand over by the donuts, bro. Right. Make this nice, quick, and clear for you. Right. Are you recording, Jssn?
Not yet, because you didn't tell them yet that there is gonna be
No,
a
no.
recording.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, happy to record this, though, yeah?
Alright. No problem
It's
for
gonna
me.
be. Sorry.
No problem for me, I said.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be visual only recorded just for our documents, so we have proof of the training itself.
Yeah.
Okay, starting the recording now.
Okay. So this is Boot Camp 1 for Recruit Ozelot. Those present is myself, Sergeant EQ, who will be taking the training, Sergeant Jssn, who is recording, and Operator Second Class Speed. Okay. Now
Officer
there
Kelly,
is
please
a way
report
we
to
want
staff
to go
training.
about this.
Officer Kelly, report to staff training.
Here. Keep doing it. This is there. Just bear with me 1 second because Viking has tagged me in something. There we go. Okay, so the way this is going to be broken down is we'll have roughly about 15 to 20 minutes of self-intros. It probably won't take that long because there's only you here, really. And then we're going to go through some theory, some guidebook. Now, it should be about 60 to 75 minutes on the training centre part. So when we get down to the shoot house, stacking, entry type, CQB fundamentals. But we'll see how you get on with that, and it might be a bit quicker just because the amount of people here, okay? Being it's just yourself for the training. And then it says 15 to 20 minutes of live fire. Sorry, Jssn.
Negative.
There is no live fire here, is there?
Correct. Live fire will become 2.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, what document do you got where it says that?
It's just where it's what Commander Agovius said. And that said new template for BC1.
Oh, the template, yeah, hold up, standby. I'm gonna send you something on the DM. This is a document for BC1.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you.
What you can run there. Because I mean, okay, yeah, we gotta say the template is not correct there, but we'll do that afterwards.
Perfect. Cool. Well, I'm still using the standard RPR training one anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
C1. Cool. Okay, so starting the BC1. Some of it's going to be a bit scripted as a lot. But I've got to read it, you know, politics. So just start off, I'm Sergeant EQ. I am the squad leader for Echo East.
Please report to Captain
Jssn?
Officer Peterson, report to Captain
Is that all you're gonna say about yourself? That is sad, mate.
All right. So, as I said, I'm squad lead for Echo East, okay? Currently, I am serving in the British Army. I've done, one op, one emergency dispatch. This is my second boot camp. I like games like this, Milsim, Leo Sim kind of games, because I like to see that human element. I like to interact with people. I like to manage and coordinate people. Yeah, that's it for me now.
All right, cool thing.
Cool.
Go
I'm
ahead,
Jssn. I'm from Germany as well. I'm the leader of Fox East. Official instructor now. That's why I'm here. I'm just observing Sergeant EQ if there's any questions or some stuff. And every probationary instructor needs an official instructor by his side for the training and for the boot camp. I've been a part now of the RPU for just over a month. Have done 3 emergency dispatches, and tomorrow we'll have our first operation. Just for your information, if you pass bootcamp 1 and 2, you'll be trainee operator, and from there on you're also allowed to take on emergency dispatches and warrants if you're assigned to a team. So it's not gonna stay theoretical for too long. Yeah, I'm also into MilSim, Fed Ready or Not, since the early access when they first announced it. And when the 1.0 got released, I was looking for a group to join. And I saw this, which is quite revolutionary on how we run things as a Leo sim, because I have been a part of quite some communities, but there was like a community which was quite like this on how stuff is done. We got a warrants department, etc. But that
Officer
is something
Barnes,
you will go
report to
over as
staff
well.
training. Officer Barnes,
Yeah,
staff
happy to have you.
training.
Oh, and Speed? Ace?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Need for Speed or Ace. Mostly people call me Speed.
Or velocity.
Also. I'm a operator 2, which means that I've completed 5 operations slash emergency dispatches successfully. I am a rearman primarily. It's my position. I like to take that role because I find it really useful in the stack. Doesn't mean that all of the other positions aren't meaningful or don't have anything to offer. It's just that this is my favorite position. But I recommend you to try them all out and see what you do best. Not stick to it, but kind of be interchangeable, because that's going to help you a lot in this community. Being interchangeable and being a good asset. Uh, I've been with this community for about 6 months. Most part of 6 months. We had a previous community. I was there, and yeah, that's it for me.
Perfect. And Ozelot, you're up.
Yeah.
Brief
So,
introduction would be nice.
So yeah, tell us about yourself. Yeah, what other games if you play like Armors, get from Tarkov, what other like Milsim, Leo Sim, what got you into this? And then just a bit of general information about yourself, buddy.
Yeah, I started playing with Arma Reforger in the community for military simulation, and it's not quite active anymore. So since 1 month, and since the month Ready or Not released 1.0, then I tried it out and then absolutely loved the
Officer
game.
Huey, report to staff
And
training.
I don't have enough
Officer
people
Bailey,
to play
report to
with
staff
the
training.
game with, and not serious, and that's why I was looking for a community to play with, and to take the game serious, as it for me should be. That's why I want to join the community. I have a little experience in those military simulation, but not that close quarter combat. It's more like open wide. And about myself, I work in a psychiatric clinic. I'm 24 years old. Um, I like cats. I like games. I don't know what to say. Yeah, that's me.
Perfect. Thank you very much, buddy.
Well, for
Okay.
seriousness, you've come to the right place, mate.
Oh yeah, definitely, and you'll definitely find a lot of people to play with here. So our
Oh,
last
yeah.
emergency dispatch, we had 12 operators doing
Yep.
that.
We were 2 stacks, work in a hotel. We were split in 2 stacks with talk, Overwatch, communication between, so that was very good, yeah.
With his time zone as well. It was a GMT +1, isn't it? You're an hour ahead of me.
Yep, GMT +1.
So would he end up in Echo East?
CET, yeah, well, I don't know. It's either Echo East, Foxtrot East, definitely an East element.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we're just going to start to go over it. Have you had a chance to have a look into the RPR guidebook? Do you
Yes,
have
I
that?
did.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, because we will be. Do you have access to it right now? Because we will be going over that as well.
Mhm.
Cool. Okay, so to start it off then, obviously we do have rules as every organisation. Obviously, the first one will be let's be respectful to chain of command and our fellow operators, recruits. We just show that decency, that respect to everyone. Okay, so follow the SOP. If you're not sure what SOP stands for, it stands for Standard Operating Procedures. We do have a way in which we handle different scenarios and how we work as an organisation as well, which is all standardised throughout all the elements. So our SOPs will be the same across the board, so everyone operates the same. Okay, so we are going to prioritise life. So, quoting the movie SWAT, we are a life-saving organisation, not a life-taking organisation. Okay, our goal is that everyone gets home safe or jail for the suspect. Communication is key. I'm a big fan of communication. Anyone who knows me in this organisation will tell you I harp on about communication all the time. I'm currently writing up a SOP for how we communicate standardized throughout the organisation. And we do host weekly training sessions for the elements. So Echo East, which is my squad, we host ours on Thursdays at 1800. That's GMT. So, and obviously we hope to see everyone there, but if you can't attend, at least let us know 24 hours before. This just gives us a bit of time just to work things out within the squad or move people around if we need to. Any questions so far?
No.
Good. Cool. So, as with any professional organisation, be it the military, the police force, the hospital service, we do have a rank structure. Okay, so with the command centre, we have COs and NCOs. So our colonel is Colonel Joe. I think that's seconded by Lieutenant Colonel Viking. And we have Major Nightsmare, and that is ranking in that order. So obviously rank descending. We have NCO groups, so we've got commanders, sergeants, staff sergeants, heads of warrants. We have our training centre. That would be the. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jssn. That's the DSU.
Affirm.
Yep, there you go. Cool. Okay. Now, obviously, all our ranks are denoted throughout, so you'll know who you're talking to, and just pay the correct compliments. So if obviously it's the colonel, he's addressing you, sir. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Good. Excuse me. So some criteria for promotions include, but not limited to, things such as reliable performance, time in the field, how you utilize the SOP, how you work with the SOP, your tactical proficiency, so you may just be absolutely all over it, and you get spotted like that. Your ethics and integrity, are you a team player? Do you bond well with everyone? Do you bounce that energy off of everyone? And you've got that kind of authority and that leadership, I'd say, is a good way to sum it up. Yeah, and just overall being a good sport. Yeah. It's when you come into chat, people are like, "Oh, damn." Which I've not seen that. Everyone I've seen in RPR has just been an absolute blessing to work with. Okay, so obviously I've mentioned now the elements. So I've mentioned Echo East a few times. So you just mentioned Foxtrot East. So these are the elements. So right now you are a recruit rank, and you'll stay this until you've completed and passed the 2-day boot camp. So obviously this is boot camp 1. This qualifies you next to go on to boot camp 2. Once you've completed that, you will then get the operator rank. Well, sorry, you'll become a trainee operator, and at that rank, you will constantly be evaluated. That's not going to be like a test every day or something like that. It's just how you operate in the field. People will be watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Good. Any questions so far?
Not yet.
Okay, so once you're a trainee operator, you've got to complete 2 warrants as part of your element or within the element. And then you get that, and then you are an operator from here on out. Eventually, that tops off at Operator 5 with 30 successful warrants. I keep mentioning warrants. With the warrants, the best way to describe that is like, yeah, it's the story mode. So basically, our warrants department. So a bit of out of game, they make these scenarios up, and then obviously in the game, how we operate is. Let's say a VIP is being taken hostage. We get these warrants through or emergency dispatchers, and then we go to them. Happy with that?
Mm-hmm.
To add, the
Okay.
outcome of the warrant also decides on how it's going to continue. If you fail the mission, it has impacts on the future of the storyline.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, like when you think of it as a story mode. So let's say this VIP is a congressman or something, and we fail. The congressman dies. That will have some kind of. It might have something political against it. The suspects may take it as a win and then start getting more aggressive, and it can really snowball, and it just adds to that storyline there. So there's something to keep up there, something to be invested in. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, and they're not just as straightforward as we got to go down here, kill the bad guys or arrest the bad guys and take and save the civilians. Twists can happen. It could turn into a bomb threat. It could turn into a hostage situation. Just anything could happen. So be reactive and trust in your squad and your squad leader, and then you'll make it out.
Mm-hmm.
So right now you're in the training center. So within the training center itself, responsible for boot camps, qualification. So if you want to breach a qual, attack qual, yeah, this is where you'll get that training. So everyone who goes through it gets qualified. So I can take I've done breacher and tactical and squad lead, so I can take them quals. But because I am still a trainee in this kind of department, I have somebody watching over me. In this case, it's Sergeant Jssn, as he's fully qualified here within the TC. And obviously, we can be here for a bit of refresher as well. So if you're feeling a bit rusty or you haven't done TAC for a while because your main role is a rear man, you feel like, oh, I'm a bit rusty here, I don't want to just be thrown into a tactical position, you can just jump on them as well and we'll give you a refresher training. Anything to add on to that, Sergeant Jssn, or Speed? Starting with Sergeant Jssn.
All good on my side.
Good. Speed? Anything to
All
add?
good on my sector.
Sweet. Okay.
Officer Berg, please
So-
call desk.
Ozelot, are you familiar with ROE? Rules of Engagement?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to go through it, and any questions, just say, like, I've got a question. Okay. I'll also ask you if you've got any questions at the end.
Yep.
So, now, we do use lethal force, don't think, because we are basically a life-saving organisation, that we allow ourselves to become bullet shields. That is not the case. Your life matters just as much as the civilians. So, to that end, we do have the capability to use lethal force under particular circumstances. Now, this would be if your life is in danger or there's an immediate threat to life. So, you, civilian, and VIPs, HVTs. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. So, I'm going to present you with a scenario very quickly. Okay? So, we've just burst through a door. There is a suspect there with an AK-47. He's got his AK-47 pointed towards the ceiling and his other hand is up. Can you use lethal force on this suspect?
So he's not pointing the gun anywhere.
No, the
where
gun's
it's
pointed
not
towards
dangerous.
points towards the ceiling. His hands are up.
So I'm trying to for compliance.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Okay. So you're not going to use lethal force because you've seen a weapon in this scenario.
I see a weapon, but don't I?
You see the weapon, yes.
You see the weapon, but it's pointed up in the ceiling. He's got his hands up, and in his right hand, his weapon is pointing up towards the ceiling.
Are you allowed to use lethal force there?
I'm allowed to use lethal force.
No, you will not be allowed to use lethal force here. So his
Yeah.
weapon is not pointed at anyone. No one's life is in immediate danger. So what you would do there is try and de-escalate the situation, challenge him, and then get him to drop the weapon.
All right.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, another scenario. You've breached through a door, and there is a woman with a Glock, a pistol. She's pointing the pistol directly at your teammate. Can you use lethal force?
Yes, because immediate threat of my teammate.
Yes, brilliant. Excellent. Cool. I'm happy with that.
I got
just
a
remember-
interrogative
oh.
there.
Okay, yep.
Question for Ozelot. If you have a person, right? He has his hands up, he's on his knees. You want to arrest him. He jumps back on his feet and starts pulling something out. What will you do?
If it's a knife or a sidearm, I'm also allowed to use lethal force, or at least these less lethal force, like bashing or something.
Right, yeah. What I wanted to go to is we also have civilians who sometimes just jump back up and pull their phones out. Important
alright.
is PID, positively identify, to make sure you actually see a weapon before you're allowed to engage. That's brilliant, thank you.
I will come on to something. Oh, go on, Speed.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, in a short while, I will talk about what is known as the Guardian Angel. Are you familiar with the Guardian Angel?
Not quite.
Okay. So basically, that is you're going to arrest someone.
Mhm.
You never work solo because situations happen. Okay. So
Yeah.
what we would have is we'd call for one more, or like I call it, a guardian angel. It's basically they will keep either a lethal or a non-lethal weapon pointed at that person you're going to apprehend. So should they jump back and pull out a knife, for example, they could get your guardian angel could get tasered and you don't get stabbed. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, so the levels of force. So you're going to make. Yeah.
Before we proceed, I have a scenario here that
Go for it.
it's kind of something that I needed to ask for a long time. So if we have a suspect, he's armed, he has a Glock on his hand, and I have my point man holding an angle, and the suspect is not pointing the gun at the point man, but he's running towards him. What would be the correct procedure there?
Uh,
In that scenario, if he's running at him, so
let's see what Ozelot thinks of this first one, and then we'll pitch in our ideas. Yeah.
I would say I would consider it the same as if it was a knife, because it's both lethal, and if I would be able to shoot him with a knife, then I would be able to shoot him with a Glock as well. That's my logic.
So
Right.
you said?
Where would you shoot him?
In the legs first, probably.
Right. Since with a knife he cannot harm the operator directly, with the one motion he needs to point up and shoot first. It's not like a knife where you can just slash at him. I would also go for trying to shoot the legs, or like one bullet in the center of mass or something, trying to stop him without actually killing him. If he still continues, I would go for the kill shot.
Okay, so I'm going to jump in here, and this is a good segue into my next point, actually. So obviously we've heard two people now. Myself, I would call for a challenge. He's running. He has a knife. I can call for a challenge. Don't forget, things can move very quickly, so call for the challenge if I believe it's safe to do so. If I don't, then yes, I will shoot him in the leg. But this just goes to show how different people think, and this is why we have an SOP. Okay? Again, the situation dictates that will always be the case. As long as you can say, hand on heart, okay, to the colonel, to the lieutenant colonel, to your staff sergeant, commander, whatever, to your chain of command, I hand on heart believe if I did not take that shot, somebody would have got hurt. Okay, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, levels of force, we're going to make ourselves known, okay? So, if we go into a room, we put a flashbang in there or some kind of ghost, some kind of CS gas. We are then going to shout, police, police, get down. We're going to do some kind of challenge. We're going to make ourselves known in that environment. We're going to call for compliance, and hopefully the suspect will comply. 6 people or 5 at a minimum, because we operate in a squad of 5 at a minimum. That is quite often enough to make people think about their next move. So hopefully it doesn't escalate. If, however, things are escalating and they just start opening fire, again, normal SOP, threat to life, you are clear to take that shot. Again, just be sure if somebody says, I'm going to look at the recording, or did you feel it was right to take that shot, as long as you can say hand on heart, yes, I do, you'll be fine. Okay? Just got to back that up. So, I think we've beaten on lethal force enough, so we're going to skip that. Okay, we've gone over less than lethal force. You understand what less than lethal is?
Yes.
Can you explain to me what less than lethal is? In your own words?
Less lethal force is like bashing or tasering, pepper spray, CS gas, those kind of things.
Yeah, exactly. Another way to put it here, so in the handbook I've got here, it says, this is straight from the handbook. So, less than lethal force is approved when a suspect is not compliant, but does not present as a current threat to innocence or yourself. Yeah, and as you said, gun bashing, tack grenades, ramming, good, pepper spray, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, priority of life. Obviously, you understand priority of life is the civilians. HVTs. Do you know what HVT stands for?
No.
High value target.
Okay.
You know what VIP stands for?
Yes.
What is that?
Very important person.
Yeah, brilliant. Excellent. Good job. So,
please report to staff
yeah.
services.
Including the suspects. Now, you might not think, well, he's a suspect. He's shot up a school, or he's planted a bomb, or he's a paedophile. Okay? Now, yes, they're not good people. But preserving that life for interrogation purposes, you might have a drug runner who, and if kept alive, comes into custody. They deal with that, the interrogators will deal with that, and then they may be able to get more information out of them because they are specialists. They are obviously completely separate to RPR, this different unit within the organisation, and they can get more information out of them. So maybe that drug runner gives up his mate, and his mate is linked onto the drug lord, yeah, as you go up this tree, because the criminals have an organisation. There's organised crime. We deal with a lot of organised crime, a lot of people who believe they have purpose and a motive to what they do. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. Any questions about anything we've covered so far?
No, not this.
Perfect. So with the SOPs, when you're in with your squad, say you are a tactical, you are a tactical. Don't try and be the tactical, the breacher, the rear man. Stick to your role.
Yes.
People have got specialist roles for a reason. They've done the training, and they've been put in that role because that's the gap we need to fill. Stay in your lane. If you're a rear man, you're like, this is boring, I don't want to be the rear man. you can find quite quickly the rear man is one of the most valuable assets, because when everyone's looking at their AORs and someone's just come through what is a proven route, the route that you've just come through, and it has happened quite recently, and the rear man has saved a lot of people. Okay, so just stick to your lane. Also stops any confusion, and we'll go over who is in the squad pretty shortly. Yeah, consistency is key. So if you're known as the person who, is very diligent, very alert, very responsive, and then you show up the next time and you start going John Wayne gun ho, Arnold Schwarzenegger blowing everything up, that's not consistent, is it? It's like people scratch their heads. Yeah.
Yeah.
So be consistent. This helps us function and helps everything run smoothly. Do you know how many people make up an element?
You just said an element is like a team, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay, then 2.
No.
Or 5 then.
So 5 is the minimum amount we will always go into operations with. We drop the cleaner role. But an element consists of a 6-man team. Okay, that's perfect. It's good. This is why we're here. This is why we're doing the training. Should you die in the field, okay, instant mute your mic. Dead people can't talk.
Yes.
5 members of the minimum will deploy within an official capacity. Okay, and then we have 2 main stacking methods in our team. So a split stack and a single stack, which we'll go over when we go down to the shoot house. So, just a brief overview. Split stack is where your odds stack on the hinge side and your even stack on the knob side. So, number 1 will go hinge side, number 2, knob side, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And a single stack is where you're in order on a single side of the door. So, if the squad lead goes, I want a single stack on hinge side, 1 to 6, we'll stay hinge side. Okay, in their respective order.
Officer Cooper, please call desk.
Do you know what AOR means or what it stands for?
No.
Area of responsibility. Okay, so if we come into an area and I say you've got AOR east side in this room, your area of responsibility then becomes the east side, which I'll show you down there as well because it's a lot easier to explain when we're actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, if say I'm your squad leader, I say you watch this door. That door is now your area of responsibility within a cone. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Comms, again, a massive one. So, best way to describe this. I want you to tell me if this is a good example of comms. Guys, can you just watch that area, please? Guys. How would you say that is?
Not really, I guess.
Okay, so what was wrong with it?
It's not clear. It's not. He repeated, and yes, I don't know how to say it. It's not a clear order.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's a really good job. Okay, so what about? So I'm mirror wandering a door now, and I go 3 o'clock, door open. 2 o'clock, clear. 1 o'clock, enemy or suspect. 12 o'clock, clear. How's that?
Yeah, there are informations that I can work with.
Yeah, so you know there's a contact right there. I haven't mentioned the other side. I'm not going to drag it on. I'll show you there. But obviously from 3 to 12, you got a general picture. Yeah, you could see that. You know there's a door open to the 3 o'clock position, and you know there's a contact in the room. Cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we're communicating, squad leaders communicating with the cleaner, should anybody else be talking?
No.
No, good. We don't want cross communications, do we? We want them to be able to communicate effectively. Okay, so
interrogative.
yeah,
Be careful with that because you should only speak while SQL and Clean are talking. You should only speak if it is really important, like red important.
yeah, yeah. Good. Yeah, if it's like life depends on it, like contact, yeah, and there's an enemy, people need to know about that.
Yeah.
No, thank you very much. Okay, so I think I've harped on enough. Do you have the RPR guidebook open now? Or can you get that open?
Uh,
The
the,
RPR guidebook?
the guidebook
Do you
is
have
open,
it?
yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So, give me 1 second. I'm now going through it. I've gone over the warrants department, gone over the command center, force. Cool. Do you understand what a blue on blue is?
No.
So blue on blue is if you shoot, wound, or kill your fellow operator. Okay, that's classed as a blue on blue. If we're going through, let's say we've split the squad, the cleaner. So let's say 4, 5, 6 have gone left, and 1, 2, 3 have gone right. If we meet in the middle, blue, blue, blue. Okay, just to show that there is blue here. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Good. Right. We will go through stacking procedure. I'm scrolling my way down to where I need to be for this part. Okay. So, tell me about the point man.
Point man.
Yep. Where does he sit? Where does he sit within the stack formation?
Yeah, he's probably the front on the front of the squad. He calls out for targets, for objects, for important things. Yeah.
Thinking about what I said about split stacking, the point man being the first man in the squad.
The first
Would he sit? Would he go inside or knob side on a split stack?
hinge side.
Good. Where would the cleaner sit? Oh, sorry, cancel. Where would the breacher sit?
On the opposite side.
So he's number 4 in the stack, isn't he? The breacher. So yes, he would go on to the opposite side, the knob side. And can you tell me what primary weapon the cleaner uses?
Officer Fraser, please call extension 4342. Officer Fraser, 4342.
You mean like assault rifle or submachine gun?
Well, you tell me. Have a look at the RPR guidebook so I know you know how to navigate it, so you can always come back to it.
Okay.
I want that confidence that you know how to navigate the guidebook, and if you're not sure before we're going to training, you can actually just jump in and go, "This is the information I want to know." Boom, 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 boom.
Oh
So
my god! Now I understand. He uses
Thank
less
you.
than lethal primary.
Perfect. And what rank is my cleaner?
Excuse me.
What rank is the cleaner within the squad?
What rank?
Yes.
Corporals and above.
Perfect. Good. Are you happy with navigating the RPR guidebook? Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And one more, just so I'm happy. Can you tell me the loadout of the third man in the stack, which would be the tactical?
Loadout is a M320 launcher, equipped with minimums of 3 tactical grenades, 2 wedges, and a pepper spray.
Yep. Perfect. Good job. Okay. So we're gonna get through this bit. We're almost there now. So obviously, with the entry methods, we do have quiet, So, which would be, what do you think a quiet entry would be?
Like picking the door and open it quietly, or moving into the door would be quiet.
Officer Mendez, please call
Yeah,
switchboard.
exactly.
Quiet
So,
entry.
so
Mendez,
yeah,
please call
really good. So
switchboard.
yeah, we can peek it. And we've also got the mirror wand. A loud entry. Can you explain that to me, please?
That would be a kick or a shotgun clear of the door.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So another one like a breach attack. We can use C2. We can kick the door, throw attack in. Anything really. Yeah, it says what it is on the tin. It's loud.
Okay.
If I said dynamic entry, what does that mean to you?
Unorthodox flow. The RPRT moves through a threshold or area in the same order they were in at the time the verbal order was given. For example, if 3 tactical is in the most forward position facing the next area, then 3 is functionally the appointment on the subsequent entry.
Sounds textbook answer. At least, hey, I'm happy you know how to like navigate that. Good. So yeah, if I say to my squad, go dynamic, yeah, they know we're going in. I will normally follow that up with go dynamic, get in there, hold an angle. Okay, people just get in there. They'll start subduing civilians, suspects. Start apprehending. Sorry, not subduing. Start apprehending, challenging. Yeah, they'll go in dynamic. Just get in that room, clear it, and make it safe. Okay, so we are going to take a 2-minute break. So toilet, coffees, whatever you need, and then we are going to make our way down to the shoot house. So I can show a cross entry, a hook entry, and a cross hook. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so take 2 minutes. Be back at 1947 or 2047 for you.
Chief Alvarez, please call switchboard. Chief Alvarez, please call switchboard.
Jssn, Speed, you happy to take a 2-minute break now?
Yep.
Good. We'll pause recording for now if you want, or keep it running. I'm just gonna put my son to bed. All right, I'm back. Everyone else in?
Yes, I'm here.
Good. Okay, so
Speed
if
there.
the
Speed. Senora velocity.
what? Oh, fast. Okay,
Yeah.
if the recording was paused, you can unpause that now. Let's make our way down to the shoot house. Speed can join us when we get down there.
All right.
One thing to know was a lot about your uniform, what you're wearing now. We do go full tactical black, okay?
Okay.
It's okay for now. Don't worry about it. We ain't gonna mess around changing uniforms, but just for for the future, yeah? Okay? We go full black. Cool.
Okay.
Officer Baker, report to staff services.
Where's the shoot house? I keep losing this.
Are you blind?
Jssn, why you gotta be like this? I'm cross-eyed.
That sounds like a you problem right there.
Why you gotta be like this? Okay, so this is the shoot house. So as you notice, your weapon is up right now. If you press space or whatever you bound it to, you'll put your weapon down and you shouldn't be able to fire. Cool. Right, let me get my thing back up. Okay, so. So for a How am I going to do this? Jssn, you can be my point man for this if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So, how this would work is... Just getting back from here. So, as we said, Jssn, sorry, is my point man here. So I'm the squad lead, so I'm number 2. Where would Jssn go right now? Because I want to go see the store. Where would he go? Ozelot?
The point would go to the hinge side.
Perfect. So do that now. So he's gone hinge side now. So what we're going to do now is I've said, right, we're going to clear this room. I want to know what to see on the other side. So now he is going to give me cover as well as number 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm coming up. I'm going to approach. I've now got my mirror wand out. Right, wanding. I've taken a crouch position here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is obviously to secure me, and I'd have my number 4 giving me cover as well. Okay, wanding. So I'm now looking.
Sergeant Lewis, please call desk. Sergeant
Contact.
Lewis, please call desk.
Suspect. 1 o'clock. Sorry, 3 o'clock. Non-factor. 1 o'clock. Contact. 12 o'clock. Non-factor. 9 o'clock. Suspect.
What does non-factor mean?
So it means that there's nothing there. So like, if I can show you this. So I'm going to open this door. I'll show you how we check for traps as well. Oh, excuse me. So you see how. So from my point of view, using that mirror wand, I know that that's a non-factor. So you can't go any further that way. Does that make sense? 12 o'clock is a non-factor. It means you can't do anything with this 12 o'clock. It's cover, isn't it? But as you see from the door, so we're going to do a clock from the door, from the 9 o'clock to the 3 o'clock, or 3 o'clock to the 9 o'clock. So as you can tell, if I was stood here, that will be my 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Which is the contact. There was one thing I forgot to mention as I was coming round. I did say 12 o'clock non-factor. What I should have then said is 11 o'clock closed door and 9 o'clock contact.
Mm-hmm.
Well, does that make sense how I did that?
Yes.
Perfect. So if you step back out. So we have now done the clock ray on the room. We know what's inside it. Now, is it safe for me just to open this door and just rush in like a madman?
No.
Okay. No, what we would do here is I would then, as a squad leader, come up with some kind of plan. So I know there's a suspect to there and there. So there's 2 suspects in here. I would open the door. So I would say, right, I want a tack ready or breacher. And then we'll go into all that breacher lane stuff. Okay? That's a different qualification. But I would say, breacher, I want you to do this. Breacher lane. Or I'm going to open this door. I want to tack far left. Okay? But what we are also going to check is we are going to check for traps. And this is how we're going to do that. I'm going to peek that door.
Great.
Right. See what my point man did there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he checked it for a trap. It's green. Clear. Good. Right. So now I know there's no traps. Okay. Tactical. I want attack far left. Boom. We'd open the door. Tack would go in. And who would be the first man in here once that tack's gone in?
After the tack goes in?
Yes. Who would be the first one in?
Point man?
Point man. Yeah. Number 1. He's the guy with the biggest cojones you ever seen. He's got a shield and a death wish, and he don't mind taking a bullet. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Jssn, are we allowed to do a tack and a dry demonstration of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, yeah.
I know it's dry.
Yeah, but I've seen it being done before, and I've done it myself before. So yeah, I mean,
Okay. Okay.
I
So,
feel like for dry fire, just don't shoot. Just go like bang bang if you would shoot.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just-
You happy with that, Ozelot? Before we do that, though, we are going to do an actual practice of this, but I do want to go through basically a hook entry and a cross entry. So I'm going to need you for this as well, Speed. So let me just have a look in this door. Okay, so we have to hook it. I want to try and give him a really good one for a cross. This would be perfect for a cross. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so come in here. Okay, so Jssn, you'll stay as number 1. Come on in, Jssn. Thank you. So you're number 1, I'm number 2. Oz, you're number 3, and Speed, you're number 4. So, yeah. So you. Cool. So now we'll swap positions. Point man. Yeah.
You haven't given an order yet. What do you want to do?
Oh, so I'm taking him through I'm going to take him through a cross. So we're going to double stack up on this door. So as you can see, we're all stacked up. Okay. So what a cross is what it says on the tin. Okay. You cross. So in this, normally you'd think Jssn being the point man would go left and I would go right. We're not going to do that. We're going to cross. So Jssn is going to go over to his right and I'm going to go over to his left. Okay? So we cross paths, but we don't bump into each other. I wait for him to move, then I move, and we basically swap sides as we go into the room. Does that make sense? Cool. So, go through this.
Interactive, that is the most used entry method as it provides the most security on the teammate going in. Since the door swings, right, and if I cross right, when I pass the door, the teammate's in to save my back. So the door gives me cover until my teammate is there to get my cover.
Yo, thank you very much for expanding on that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Sorry. Just a quick note. If you ever hear a standard entry, always think about the cross method.
Yep, absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, so I've one in. Cool. So I'm crouched down, looking. Okay, so I'm going to go from the 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock non-factor. 12 o'clock open door. 11 o'clock opening to the left. 9 o'clock non-factor. Okay, so what I want is I'm going to open this and we are going to do a cross entry. Happy?
Interrogative.
Yeah.
You two gotta switch positions, right? Beat your number 4.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you. Good. Happy? Right, so. Go. Oh.
Green.
Go.
Bang bang. Suspect down. Right.
You.
Hold.
Bang bang. Hold in door.
Open door right.
You see that? Can you see how everyone took a position here? Obviously, I'm going to drop my weapon for a second. You two just stay there, Speed and Jssn. Can you see? Obviously, this is their training now kicking in. So he's holding this angle, and he's holding this angle. So that's now their AOR, area of responsibility, yeah? That makes sense?
Yes.
The goal is, if you're holding an AOR, the goal is to get a 360-degree coverage. I'm gonna drop my weapon now, but just hold where you are. If you see Squad was holding the door that was closed, you're holding this. I was holding the door on the right, and 4 is basically providing overwatch on this because there is no other AOR to take. So we just look at our 360 degrees completely covered, and there is no factor where a threat could come without any one of us seeing it. That is the standard we want to go for.
Perfect. Yeah, that's the gold standard. Everyone takes up an AOR. Now, if you press T, you can cycle through the head cam, through the helmet cam. So this stops you from doing this. Oh, what's everyone else doing? Okay? You got your weapon up, you're looking around. Cycle through that helmet cam. Okay? And then hold T to turn it off. Okay, boys, stand up. Put your weapons in the low position. This room.
Yeah.
I want a hook entry. So this is good. Perfect.
Negative.
Oh.
Wait, hold up. Move past. Next door.
Oh, yep.
Hook entry,
you
very good. Very good on this one.
Perfect. This will be a hook. Right. Cool. Okay. Get out. Yeah. Yeah. Which one? This one here.
This one here. If you want a standard hook entry, this one.
Yeah.
If you want a cross hook, you can do the one afterwards.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, and this will be a hook. Right.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. Okay. So we're gonna stack up, same as last time. Cool. Okay. So hook entry. Now, if I say I want a hook entry right or a hook right, okay, what will happen here is obviously I'll open the door.
Interrogative.
Yeah, go for it.
You cannot hook right or hook left. You can only hook. What you mean is a cross hook right or a cross hook left.
Right. Yeah. So,
I would suggest this one do a hook and this one over there do a cross hook.
okay, what over?
No, this door here for a cross hook. And this
Okay.
one here for a hook to get in there and then do a cross hook afterwards.
Right. Okay. This is why I like crosses. The simple. Okay.
Yep.
So.
True.
So a hook is basically you might have to expand on this a little bit, Jssn.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is why I like cross. So a hook is if I open this door, really Jssn would come through and move. He would hook left, and I would hook right. Okay, so you basically stay within your positions. So
To simplify, left goes
Yeah,
left,
thank you.
right goes right.
there you go.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
I'll
On
try
a
to
cross,
be a bit-
it's vice versa. Left goes right and right goes left. On a hook, it's just left goes left and right goes right.
Mhm.
Make sense.
Yeah.
Cool, let's give that a go then. Jssn, depart the room. Okay. So, wanding. Okay. 3 o'clock, non-factor. 1 o'clock, closed door. 12 o'clock, wall. 11 o'clock, opening leading to corridor. 9 o'clock, non-factor. So I've done that. Primary weapons now out. Okay, what I want here is I want a hook entry. Okay, so yeah, left goes left, right goes right. So I'm gonna peek. So peek in the door.
Green.
Green. Go.
Contact. Bang bang down. Contact.
Yep.
Bang bang down.
Bang. Contact down. Happy with that, Ozelot?
Yeah.
Good. Cool. And then, sorry, everyone stand up. Weapons, not ready. And then, did you say it was this one for a cross hook?
Yeah. Cross hook right on this one.
Cross hook right. Okay. So, right, let me see if I can simplify this. So, obviously, you know what a hook is. Left goes left, right goes right. Cross hook. Left goes right, right goes left.
Negative.
No. Is it not?
No. So basically,
cross hook right.
right. We had the cross entry right. Left goes right. Right goes left. Then we have the hook entry. Left goes left. Right goes right. And a cross hook basically is a combination of both. So if squad lead says cross hook right, the left goes right and the right goes right. And if you have a cross hook left, left goes left and right goes left. So all operators move in the same direction, but still in the stack order 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain it. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
So cross hook right, you stay within, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but then we're obviously going to hook over to the right. So we're going to stay in our same stack formation. Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. Like I said, mainly it is the cross we use. Okay, so wanding, everyone in position.
Would
Stack
you
up on the door.
would you think it's a good idea to go for a split stack on this door?
No. This will be a standard stack.
Single stack left,
So
right?
single stack, yeah, single
Yeah.
stack. Cool. Right, so everyone stack up. Okay, I'm gonna wand this door.
So while you want a single stack, go ahead. Yeah, it's fine. A single stack. What we're doing now is a single stack. You can do either go single stack left or single stack right, or single stack knob, single stack hinge, whatever.
Yeah.
Because we have limited coverage. If someone would be standing here and the door would swing open, he could either be like the door could hit him. He just hasn't a good point for coverage. There is nothing really protecting. If the door swings open, he's very exposed to the room. We wouldn't want that. That's why we go for a single stack.
Yep.
The difference on a single stack is the pointman manipulates the door. So Squad Lead is going for the mirror, and then he'll gonna
Yep.
move back to his position, and pointman basically opens the door.
Yeah. So now you notice that normally I've gone from the 3 o'clock. I'm going to start with the 9 o'clock because 9 o'clock non-factor, 12 o'clock non-factor, 1 o'clock open area, and 3 o'clock non-factor. So we're going to do a crosshook entry right. No. Or we're going to do.
Would you think 3 o'clock is a non-factor?
When I wanted it, there was a box in my way.
Right, but you see the room expanding behind the
Oh
box.
shit! Yeah. See,
So
I
it
didn't
would
see
be
that around the corner.
would be a 3 o'clock dead space. You know what a dead
Yeah.
space is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, do you explain what dead space is? I didn't see that corner there. Do you know what dead space is?
Yep.
Oz,
Yes, I know.
explain in your own words what dead space is, please.
It's a space that you cannot look into it. It's blocked, but you know there's a space, but you can't see into it.
Yeah.
Or
So
behind it.
anything could be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jssn, happy with that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll say a crosshook entry right. So now Jssn is going to manipulate the door.
Peeking. Pieing. Green. 9 non-factor. Moving in 3. 1, 2, 3.
So he will go in.
Contact
now
coming
in.
down. Door closed.
And now I'm going to watch this area, and everyone's holding some kind of AOR. Yeah, you're with me because it's a nice big open area. Someone could come from the left, someone could come from the right. Yeah, so I'll be watching the left, you're watching the right.
Apologies, my bad.
Okay, yeah, triggers, boys, triggers.
Yep.
Cool. Jssn, low ready. Jssn. Speed, low ready. Hey, thank you. Okay. Is that making sense? Oz,
Yes,
that makes
yes,
sense to you?
yes.
Good. Jssn, anything else that needs to be covered now? We've done a. Thank you. This would be good for a cross. You could do a cross.
It is.
Because the way I would say is,
I'm thinking about limited
just-
penetration, but
So-
I do not know if that should be covered on BC1 or BC2. But I think in
No,
BC2,
I don't think so. I would think here. Like just so this is more for me now, Oz. So obviously listen in, but I want to get that information from someone who is an official TC instructor. With this, I would say a cross entry for this. So not a hook. So cross, because obviously you got your 2 contacts here, and because it's quite wide. So obviously you have 1, 3, 6 here, and 1, 3, 5, and then 2, 4, 6 here, because you're going to maximize the amount of space you're using. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we'll have one more run through with tack as proper. Please do not fire your weapon. If you are going to fire, then just say bang bang. Okay. Okay, so let's come out of here. Same stack as we was after you was, and then this is it. So so you are going to hear 1 bang here, but that will be the flash grenade from Ace. Okay. Okay, so obviously we're going to stack up on the door. Wanding. Okay. 9 o'clock, non-factor. 10 o'clock, potential enemy. 11 o'clock, suspect. 12 o'clock, non-factor wall. 1 o'clock, car can be used for cover. 2 o'clock, dead space. 3 o'clock, box, non-factor. Open out. Okay, so what I want here, gents, is once we repeat this door, Foreman's going to check for traps. Once the door is opened, I want a tack straight into the room 12 o'clock because of the 2 contacts we've got there. And it's going to be a cross entry. Everyone happy? Yeah, go.
You said contact 12 o'clock, right? Or 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, yeah.
Right. Would you want to swing the door fully to get the tech in?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Okay. No, I've got cover.
Text
Okay.
grabbed.
Right, you got
roger that.
cover, but look at Four standing there.
I'll be covering him here, so he can get that attack in.
Okay.
Yeah. Peeking. Check for traps.
Green.
Door open.
Tech
Attack in.
out. Tech's good.
Chase it.
Affected. Send. Go.
Oh, yeah. Effective. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Bang bang.
One in.
Okay, yeah, weapons down, stand up. So you might have heard affected there. So Jssn was affected by that flash grenade. Okay, so he was disoriented. So I had to go in first. Jssn, correct?
If you're affected, just call for affected. If you're pointman or whatever, it doesn't matter which one you stack. If you're affected, just call affected. If the rest is good and you don't hear any other affected, you can just go for affected bypass. So they all move in and you just move in when you're clear. Obviously, if there's like 2 or more people affected, we will not breach. We will hold and then go for possibly for another attack. And then breach.
Interrogative.
Go.
Yeah.
For effective comms, if you're not point man in the stack, care, do say your number and then say affected. For example,
That's true, yes.
If 3
Yes,
is
definitely.
affected, you would say 3 affected, and whoever is behind you would know to move up and bypass you.
Yep, that's true, yes.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously, if you say I'm affected, well, there's 5 other people in the squad. You know, I don't know everyone's voice, and you might be new or might be crossing with other teams. So again, if you're like the breacher, for example, you would be number 3 in the stack. No, sorry, tack. That's cool. Breacher is 4. My bad. Yeah. So if you, like I said, number 3, you would say 3 affected. Okay, just like Ace has said. Jssn, anything else to add? Because I'm happy to wrap this up.
I am as well, yeah.
If
got
every
everything
criteria
covered. Are there any questions, Ozelot?
Is there on the guidebook something to read for the entry methods?
Yep.
Which
Um,
methods? All right.
On the guidebook, let me see. It is.
So we've done a cross entry, we've done a hook entry, and we've done a cross hook. Right.
She's. Where is it here?
Yeah,
I'm trying to find it as well. It's great. There it is. Entry breaching methods, right?
On the loud breaching methods, which is what we did there with the tack. So we went in
Right.
with
Yeah,
attack and then did a cross entry.
Are there any questions outstanding regarding anything we did, Ozelot, or is everything clear?
No.
So I know it's been a lot to go through. I know a lot of it's theory. You do a lot more. I think so you do a like a live mission on your BC2. So things will start to get more kinetic here. The best thing I can say is obviously do your LFGs. Once you've done your training, You will then be put into a squad, into an element, and then this stuff will just flow naturally. You'll find the rhythm within the squad, and you'll get used to this a lot more. Okay, but you can always do the LFGs and then practice this kind of stuff with other teammates, other operators who have passed and are qualified up to the point where they know what they're doing with this kind of stuff. Anything from Jssn?
Absolutely. Like you said, if there's anything you got questions about, doesn't matter if you're an LFG or whatever, just ask. We got a lot of people here who know their stuff, and everybody's willing to help. It doesn't matter if you complete a mission in 20 minutes or 30 minutes because we explain something, as long as everybody's happy with the mission itself, especially in LFGs, it's for learning, it's for training. Yeah, and all that stuff will come naturally the more you play, so I definitely encourage you to play whenever you're online, whenever you want to play. Just hit up an LFG and there will be someone willing to play for sure.
And I can attend to LFGs even though
Absolutely.
I didn't attend the into. Okay.
LFGs are open for cadet and upwards. You can play LFG whenever.
Okay.
I am gonna myself hop in an LFG after this BC1, so if you want, you can hop in there as well.
I think I'll be hopping in as well. I want to get more practice in as well, and it's just about getting fluid with what you do. So within your job role as well, you're quite lucky in this kind of way because you could just flow into any job and just kind of learn a bit of everything in LFG. LFG is a bit more relaxed, but obviously still go by SOP because you don't want to pick up any bad habits. Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Speed, anything from you?
Happy about this train.
Good. So that I am happy to say you have passed your BC1. I will be making a report. You can stop the recording now, Jssn.
Please stop the recording now. Training 1/27/2024. It is stopped.
Cool. There you go, buddy. Congrats.
Thank you.
Just get on your BC2 now, and then we can get you into an element and get you rolling. I know it's a bit more. I know this seemed a bit. You know, it is what it is. We have to give this training so everyone's standardized. But yeah, it'll become more apparent. And when you're just acing missions and everything's running smooth, you'll be like, yeah, that's why we train. Cool. I'm happy with that. So if you want to leave, if you want to go away, the night's yours. Enjoy your weekend. I think we're going to run into LFG now, aren't we, Jssn?
Yep. If you want, you can hop over to Tech 1. We're going to be joining there shortly. Just want to talk to EQ about the BC1.
Oh, yeah. Is that for more of a formal thing for myself, just how this went?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. So, gents, I will catch you in a bit.
Okay.
Alright, have fun. Thank you. No, what? Yeah, you misunderstood. I meant you move up to TC1 and he stays here, apparently.